What's up, Gaming Nation? We are back with another 7 Days to Die. I'm Gabe, and today we are continuing our Navesgane map reveal series. And by the thumbnail and the title, you already know, we are checking out Shotgun Messiahs. Every Shotgun Messiah in the Navesgane map, I'll show you where they are. Stay tuned. Alright guys and gals, so our very first location is here in the place where we've started this series many times. We are in the small little winter biome town that has a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of different stores. Alright, so this location is a pretty decent location, especially compared to some of the locations around here. This one is also connected to a bunch of other buildings as well, as you can see. So you could choose to go into just the Shotgun Messiah, or choose to go through the entire huge dungeon-style POI. Alright, so in this series, I'm showing you guys the locations of these particular items, and then also trying not to give out any spoilers. Here is the location on the map if you guys are wanting to get to here as well. And if we scroll out, it is in the most northwestern town in the map of Navesgane. Now this is just into the snow biome. If we look down here, here's a trader, and then across over here, here's Dyersville, here's Trader Jen. So it is northwest of those two locations, and again, it's just the furthest northwest you can go. Alright, so as I said, no spoilers in this one as much as possible, but we are going to fly around the location. It is a pretty decent size location. There's many different places that you guys can enter into this one. You can definitely just break down a door. That would be my preferred method if you guys are looking for that. But also, if you guys start, you can go in through here, and it looks like 1, 2, 3 buildings are connected. But then there is the roof area, and again, this is a pretty big POI that you guys would have to go through and all the way back down. So this is definitely one place that you guys need to check out. Alright guys, next up we have one of the bigger and better locations, the Shotgun Messiah and the shooting range. Now this one is got a little gunsmith in the back where there's the and then also the shooting range, which is kind of a shooting range at the back, but also the store at the front. So this is a really nice location here. And here it is on the map, just a little bit west of where we just were. Here's the main town, and we go a little bit west. So this one is actually kind of more in the middle northern part of the map. So here's Dyersville right here and Trader Jen, and it is just right up the street from Dyersville, a little bit northwest. So this location, if you guys have not been here yet, is new to Alpha 19, which is always exciting, and I'm sure that all of you have been here already. This one has a really nice location, and I just had to give myself a gun for this one because you can also shoot the little targets, which is just kind of a fun thing to do. Alright, so this location is pretty cool. It's a very large location, and with the new Alpha 19 looting system, I would definitely recommend you guys come here later game, or at least when you guys have a couple levels in that lucky looter. So here is the shooting range area right in here, and then right up there is the storefront. And then right over here in the little gunsmith section is another couple storefront items right here, and then also some really good stuff all down there. And then also, guys, don't forget the little trailer in the back. There could be something else useful in there. But again, I'm trying not to give you guys too many spoilers in this one, but this is one of those places that if you guys have looting candy, you need to go through this the first time, kill all the zombies, then pop your looting candy when you go back through again, because it is a huge location and it's going to take you more than the 5 minutes to loot the entire place. And there's also a couple cars out here if you guys are needing some of that stuff as well. Alright guys, next up is a smaller store, but still very useful and a decent little place. This one is also in a town that we visited many times in the season. It is the most southeastern town in the desert map in Navesgane. Just for relativity, here is Dyersville, so it's just straight south and a little east from Dyersville, and it's really close to the Desert Trader, which is also a really good find to get as well. So this location, again, it is a little bit smaller, especially compared to what we just saw, but there is a couple of vending machines in this location. And there's also some good loot, of course. Looks like there's a little back entrance down here for you guys. And then there's a couple of car shells. Not much, but there's definitely a couple of things that are useful in this location. So this location is pretty decent. And remember, this town has a bunch of other things around the town as well that you guys might want to check out. So come visit this one. Get your shotguns. All right, guys. And next up, this one is a Rifle Martyrs. Okay, it's not really a Shotgun Messiah, but it is a gun store, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and count this as. So it's a gun store. This is actually in a small little town not far from where we just were. We were just over here. This one is in more of the middle of the map, and there's actually a little town here. It's kind of a small little ghost town, desert town. But this location has a lot of buildings that are similar to a lot of the other buildings. For instance, there's Cole's Books, things like that. If you guys want to see and check out our Crack-A-Book series, there's a Cole's Books in this location, which again isn't Crack-A-Book, but it's got some books and stuff like that as well. So it's kind of an area that has a little bit of knockoffs compared to the rest of the place. But it is a really nice town if you guys come in here and loot a bunch of these different places. There's Cole's Books. This location itself is very, very small. Definitely not too many zombies in here, but definitely something that you guys can loot very quickly. But also I would suggest if you guys are coming here, there is definitely a couple other places, Cole's Books included, that are good areas to loot as well. I would suggest coming down here with your bike, motorcycle, whatever it is, looting a bunch of the different places all around town, and then getting out of this desert. Alright guys, and this is not a rewind, this is actually another small desert town that actually has a gun and fun. Now this is kind of similar again to Shotgun Messiah and things like that, but this is another one of those towns. It's not the same town, this location is a little bit bigger than the last. So here is the location on the map. It is just north, a little bit northeast of where we just were from right here. And if you guys want to see it, Dyersville's right here, so it's just southeast of Dyersville. It is the most eastern town in the desert biome that you can get to going north. Here is a quick fly around of the building. So it's got a little bit of extensions here and there, but it's definitely a good place to come in and loot. And the thing is with this building is it is actually connected with this building here as well. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you guys come through here. But you guys, if you're just looking for guns, if you really, really need it, bust through the front door and see what you can find. But you could also go and get some brew, because what goes better than beer and guns? And like I just mentioned, beer, guns, and ammo. I guess we left out ammo, but that's okay. This next location is another amazing location. This is one that I would highly suggest you guys, especially with Alpha 19, wait till you have Lucky Looter pretty high up and or a little bit later stage game, because you guys are definitely going to get some good loot from this location. Looks a little small, but if we check it out on the map, here is the rough location. And it is actually, so here is Dyersville, so it is just a little bit southeast, southwest of Dyersville, just right here. It is really, really close to the trader that is in the desert, which is nice. And then also really close to the trader in the wasteland biome as well. So it's kind of in the middle of those two traders. So this location has a small storefront kind of in the front here. But also, if you notice, this place has a huge, I guess you'd say outdoor shooting range, whole like shooting area right here, all of this area right here, and I'm trying not to ruin the main loot of this place. But once you guys come through here, you've got all of this amazing area right here. Now, most of these buildings, just so you guys know, try not to spoil things, but most of these buildings are pretty empty. However, there is some main loot that you can check out, but beware, there is a ton of zombies in this location, and there might be a couple of exploding barrels as well, so watch out for those. Alright guys, and last but certainly incredibly not least, we're in the wasteland biome. Now, this wasteland biome has not much as far as resources. However, it does have the amazing Shotgun Messiah factory. Now, this is a place that you guys want to check out. Again, I highly recommend this place is a place that you want to do late game stage. You don't want to do it too late to where if this place is going to be so full of rads and things like that that you guys can't get through it, that it's just so complicated and hard. But definitely something that you have good lucky looter, and you guys are getting that game stage to where you're getting the high tier items. This location is huge. It is definitely something that's going to take you guys at least a day if you guys burn through this place and go as fast as you possibly can. If not, I would say it's probably going to take an average player 2 days just to get through this huge area. So there is a kind of a little storefront in the beginning, not really much of a storefront, more of an office area, and then there's a manufacturer area, and just so many levels upon levels upon levels of fun in this one. So if you guys haven't been through this one, it is definitely something that I recommend to go through. There's so much loot. You guys can see the concrete and blocks and everything from the beginning here. And let me show you this on the map. I completely forgot. Want to make sure I show you guys that. So here's the location on the map if you guys want to check it out. So this one is actually just north of the biome trader here, and then just south of this trader. And here's the town that we originally started out in. Dyersville is a little across the map over here, so it is southwest of Dyersville. Again, there's a whole bunch of cobblestone, cement, all that good stuff. And of course, at the tip top, there's probably going to be some loot. Remember, this place is meant to be one of the in-game higher tier places. This place has got a lot of loot for you guys. Now, one thing I would say is there is some decent loot all throughout this place. So even though you guys could maybe just pull up here and take some loot and get out, it's definitely worth a go through, especially your first couple times. This location is really worth a go through. And again, remember, it's going to take you a while to get through this location. So guys, that is it for our Shotgun Messiah Navesgane map reveal. If you guys haven't already, please check out the playlist where we are going through every single location in the Navesgane map. I have scoured every location of all major places that you would want to see. If you guys liked the video, drop a like. If you loved it, consider subscribing. And if you guys have anything to say, put it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.